What if I told you that in order to grow my fan base to 50,000 followers on Instagram, I never had to post every day, I never paid for ads, or I did not use any magical trick? It sounds pretty good, right? And the craziest thing is that I did not have anything special. Literally everyone can do it. So in order to help you out today, I'm going to reveal my exact content strategy and schedule that I used for the last 3 years, all for free in this video. Wait. Yeah, something's wrong. Yeah, that's better. Now we can get started. So as I just mentioned, there are two main areas that you need to pay attention to in order to grow on Instagram. First, you need a content strategy, which is made of the format you will use, so reels, carousels, live streams, singles, the types of contents you will post, there are 3, and the subject or topics that you will talk about. Then the other area is content schedule, which is pretty much when you're gonna post and how many times. Now what I'm going to show you is what worked for me and what I saw working as per my experience. It is also for the goals that I had personally with growing my audience. It doesn't mean it'll work 100% for you or will fit your needs, so feel free to take what you need from it and adapt the rest. So let's start with my content strategy. As I was a music artist that wanted to share my music journey and educate at the same time, I mostly picked reels and carousels. To be more precise, I posted about 75% reels and 25% carousels. Reels are great to show my music, my process, my skills, and reach more people, and carousels are great for more educational type of post where you can go more in depth into some topics and build more authority and trust with your audience. Then in terms of the types of content, there are 3 different ones: discovery content, community building content, and sales content. For example, a discovery type of content would be a reel that is easily shareable or maybe even a bit controversial, which would get a lot of traction and attract more people to your page. Then community building type of content is where you're gonna be able to share more about you, your values, your message, maybe what you do outside of the studio, what you do during the days. It's going to help you connect with your audience for them to potentially relate to you or find common interest to you and just getting to know you better. And finally, sales content would be the type where you promote anything that you have to promote, so for example a new single or a new sample packs if you have a music business. Those type of content can definitely overlap, but I like to have a good distribution in between each of them so that I can be sure that I keep attracting new people to my page that get to know me better and then are aware of what I have to offer, be it my new music or my new products. So what I did was to post discovery content 70% of the time, then 20% of my content was community building, and then the last 10% were sales content. Now regarding the topics or the subjects as to what you talk about and what you share, I unfortunately cannot tell you exactly what to post because it heavily depends on who is your target audience, who are you making music for, why you want to grow a fan base. But I did use the 3-pillar strategy. The idea is to come up with 3 main topics that I talk about on my page. This way people know exactly what to expect and they are getting what they subscribed for. So for me, I posted about my music production journey and what I was learning. I posted about social media growth and business for music artists, and I posted about artist development. I will definitely show you more concrete example as we go further into the video, but I do have another one on the topic where I show you exactly 10 video ideas to promote your music that you can watch right after this one. But first you need a strategy and a schedule. A few little extra things that went into my strategy is that I tried to post 3 to 4 stories per day in order to build more of a community and more trust. Now that being said, this is not something that I would recommend in 2024 because it seems that the more I post stories these days, the less views I get, and the less stories I put, the more views I get. So right now I would say maximum like 1 a day. Also, I did try to do some live streams on my page where I would go on a call with the subscribers for them to ask questions in order to build better relationship with my audience. I didn't last very long, but it did help a lot while I was doing it. And finally, do not underestimate the power of captions. Posting is a good strategy, but writing is a better one. All I do is to try to come up with a good hook that will get people to click on more, add more value in the body of the caption, and finish with a strong call to action. Now that we have our strategy, let's talk about the schedule. As I was saying, I did not post once a day. The sweet spot that I found was 3 to 4 times a week. I'm saying 3 to 4 because I was always aiming for 4, but sometimes it was more 3. I found that less than 3 was not enough to grow, but more than 4 was just me burning out, so don't do it. So following our strategy and a goal of posting 4 times per week, this is what we get. 1 discovery carousel on Monday, 1 community reels on Wednesday, 1 discovery reels on Friday, and 1 sales reels on Saturday. So in order to make things a bit more practical for you, this is what I would do to plan my next week of content on Instagram. Well, first I would open my content calendar on Notion, which is part of the producer dashboard if you want access to it. And I would start by adding each type of content on the days that I want them. So, for example, on Monday we said a carousel post, on Wednesday we said a reel, as well as Friday and Saturday. Then in the tags, I can choose the category, so like the type of content. So for the first one on Monday, we said it's discovery. On Wednesday, we will have a community post. Then on Friday, we'll have another discovery. And on Saturday, we will have a little sales. Then all I have to do left is to come up with the topic of each post. So for example, for the carousel, I know it's been a while. I wanted to share like my, let's say, 5 best advice for music business owners or something like this, for people trying to build their music business. Then on Wednesday, for a community reel, I wanted to share 4 whips that I'm working on and ask, which one is your favorite kind of thing. Then Friday, for another discovery reels, I wanted to show people how to record DAW screen and audio to make videos like mine on social media. And then for the sales reels on Saturday, I still haven't promoted my new song, the latest one, a month ago almost, so I need to do that. Forget Me performance video, something like this, that would get people to want to go listen to my song. And that is pretty much how I've been doing it for the last 3 years. A little word of wisdom though, this is the content schedule and strategy that I was following when I had a perfect week, but we know that life gets in the way, and sometimes I did have to switch things up, and sometimes I was only following it 80-90%, but that is what consistency is. Because even if I didn't post the carousel on Monday, or didn't do a monthly live stream, or didn't post 3 to 4 stories a day, I still showed up 3 to 4 times a week during 3 years, and this is the only reason why it worked. Now I wish things would be that easy for you. That all you would have to do was to follow this exact content strategy and schedule, but I know that as soon as you are going to start posting content online, you are probably going to be very tempted to do at least one of these 10 mistakes, so click on this video next, but in the meantime, keep learning and I'll see you in the next one.